Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see. Now you see me, now you don't. George thinks he will, but I know he won't. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast. I can't possibly be beat. Don't count the days, make the days count. If my mind can conceive it, and my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. It's hard to be humble when you're as great as I am. If you even dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize. It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe. I am the greatest, I said that even before I knew I was. Bragging is when a person says something and can't do it. I do what I say. I should be a postage stamp. That's the only way I'll ever get licked. I am the astronaut of boxing. Joe Louis and Dempsey were just jet pilots. I'm in a world of my own. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact. It's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration. It's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing. A man who views the world the same at 50 as he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. If they can make penicillin out of moldy bread, they can sure make something out of you. I shook up the world. Me. We. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. At home I am a nice guy, but I don't want the world to know. Humble people, I've found, don't get very far. A man who has no imagination has no wings. He's, Sonny Liston, too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me. I've wrestled with alligators. I've tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning. And throw thunder in jail. Hating people because of their color is wrong. And it doesn't matter which color does the hating. It's just plain wrong. People don't realize what they had till it's gone. Like President Kennedy, there was no one like him, the Beatles, and my man Elvis Presley. I was the Elvis of boxing. I'm the most recognized and loved man that ever lived because there weren't no satellites when Jesus and Moses were around, so people far away in the villages didn't know about them. I would like to be remembered as a man who won the heavyweight title 3 times. Who was humorous and who treated everyone right. As a man who never looked down on those who looked up to him, and who helped as many people as he could. As a man who stood up for his beliefs no matter what. As a man who tried to unite all humankind through faith and love. And if all that's too much, then I guess I'd settle for being remembered only as a great boxer who became a leader and a champion of his people. And I wouldn't even mind if folks forgot how pretty I was. I'm not the greatest, I'm the double greatest. Live every day as if it were your last, because someday you're going to be right. I may have been the best fighter, but I was also the poorest. I had never been able to afford a first-class mouthpiece to protect my teeth. I had to wait until other fighters finished so I could borrow their headgear, or their trunk or bandages. Friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school. But if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. I'm the most recognized and loved man that ever lived, 'cause there weren't no satellites when Jesus and Moses were around, so people far away in the villages didn't know about them. When a fighter is beaten, everybody who believes in him is beaten too: his family, his friends, his children, the people who cheer him on, who give him their love, their hope, their pride. Life is a gamble. You can get hurt, but people die in plane crashes, lose their arms and legs in car accidents. People die every day. Same with fighters: some die, some get hurt, some go on. You just don't let yourself believe it will happen to you.